Why don't you tell us? How can
Okay, well, I have a link
money?
on my site, free. How do you get the fucking money? It lists the 14 sources.
Will money solve my problems?
Huh?
Will money solve everyone's problems?
No.
Okay.
What? The only thing money will do, it'll allow you either to dig a deeper hole that you're already in, or somehow catapult you out of the hole. Okay, out of the hole. And and most of the kids that do it are able to get out of the hole.
How?
But part of the reason that they're in a hole is, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Your family, when you're raised, the first 7 or 8 years of life is when self-esteem's built. Who you're around the first 7 or 8 years, mom, maybe a dad if he's not working or not traveling, older sibling, a grandparent, right?
Yeah.
They know nothing about training high-performance people, okay?
Very low probability they're high performance.
Correct, low probability. Now, if you're Steffi Graf and Andrew Agassi, and they're your parents, and there's a high probability you can be a world-class athlete. But other than some examples like that. And then after you've built that...
Nobody wants to hear that.
No, I know that.
Like you told the whole premiere of the $50 billion man that your parents fucked you up, and that's the reason why you're all low performance. You should have, drained down your mama's leg instead, but nobody wants to hear that.
No, I know they don't. Doesn't make it not true. Doesn't make it not.
Okay, so if people can accept that, then they can move to the next step,
correct.
which is how can I fix
correct.
it?
And then, so now you're adolescent, teenager, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Most of us, when I say us collectively, not me, most of us are attracted to people that are like us because we fit in. We don't want to be a sore thumb, either on the upside or the downside. I've seen kids, not looking back in hindsight, that were high performance, but wanted to hang out like with the hoods or the greasers, they used to call them, I think. And this guy's got 170 IQ, ultimately went to Stanford or MIT, and he's hanging around. They used to comb their hair in ducktails back in my day. Yeah, I don't even know exactly what that means, but the hair comes down anyway. And then he winds up being a medical doctor from Stanford, But he went through that phase because he wanted to fit in. So we're attracted to people that we're more in their and our comfort zone together. What QLA teaches is to teach you how to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And most people don't want that.
So simple to say, so difficult to do.
Oh, amen.
Because subconsciously, your brain is always trying to get you comfortable, and it will tell you any story as to why you shouldn't go do that. I don't have the money, I just got married, I just got divorced, I just got kids, and Brexit, blah, 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 blah. It's constantly trying to convince you not to take the risk.
Correct. And the irony is that you can always come up with a reason. And then once you're successful, whoever said it's hard to get successful, but it's harder to stay successful, was some sort of genius, because it is. Because now are you going to be a one-trick fuck? Did you do it one time? Was it just by accident? So I'll sit on my assets, and I'll covet my assets, and I'll do everything humanly possible to play not to lose instead of playing to win.
And so, just to be clear, the money isn't going to solve your problems.
No.
But, and I think this is a good point to make, the pursuit of getting that money, or the actual getting that money itself, is going to change your life so much. You'll be going into the risk, changing your peer group, getting uncomfortable, working hard at something. That in itself is potentially going to make you a better person.
Yeah. Increase your self-esteem.
Right. You say guys walk into the room, they look 6 inches taller after they've done their first deal.
I told you about Roberto. He asked me, he's from New York, no education, and he's in retail software business. And he said his benchmark was going to be, it's going to cost me $20,000. What kind of return of investment can I expect? What was the average? I said, there was no. 10 months after he left the seminar, he closed a deal where he made $30 million on a $20,000 investment. He kept $20 million, and he gave $10 million to his team. That's highly unusual to give $10 million to your staff, but he did. Okay, but based on the $20 million he kept, he made 1,000 times on his money in 10 months. And I mean, he's not the best deal we had. We got a guy who bought 5 hotels, hospitals last year, and he used to make 35,000 euros a year. And he's coming back to the seminar next month. And he's worth today he's worth, depending on the multiples, between 40 and 60 million euros.
Even the most vigilant, high-performance person will be subjected.
Absolutely.
You've seen that.
That's why guys like Gates, the late Steve Jobs, Elon, they don't hang. Eagles fly alone. You know, when it's hard for the birds that are flying at 10,000 feet to blow smoke up your ass when you're at 25,000 feet. And but it's not easy. It just isn't.
So they're disciplined to go back and
correct.
get fresh.
They're going back to refresh. Plus, I mean, even the seminar a year ago is different than the seminar today. Because we take what works today, last week, will be in the new seminar in a couple weeks. Now, the easiest example to show is from back when the seminar was in the late 90s, early 2000s. We were writing letters. None of this was digitized. Okay, so all our templates were a letter. Okay, we were face to face. Now we have kids putting teams together via Skype and Zoom, and not meeting their whole team. Those are mostly young guys. Okay, that their internet skills or social media skills are better. But the older guys, or the guys that are old school, still want to see eyeball to eyeball. So they travel. I'm a proponent of that method.
Waiting on you hand and foot, and you get 8, 9, 10 hours plus, actually, because you homework at night and movies at night of QLA 7 days in a row.
Correct.
That's what happens.
Correct.
Why do that way? Because no one in the world that I know of does that.
Well, one, because it works. Two, I want to get you as uncomfortable as humanly possible from vis-a-vis your old lifestyle. And that does. It starts with the suits, the formal meals. Certainly nobody, we've only had one guy in 25 years that ate like that every day, and he was a bastard great-great-grandson of a pope who lived in a big 300 bedroom palace outside Rome. He's the only guy that's ever come through the seminar that was not uncomfortable for it. We drive you 10, 12 hours a day, as you alluded to. We have homework. Most of the guys, in fact, I don't know anybody that has a 2, 3, 4, 5 day seminar that has homework at night. Everybody's out getting fucked up, drunk, whoring around in the city, wherever it is. And I read the homework, and based on at lunchtime, the day after the homework, you turn in your homework, and now I read it during lunchtime of the following day. And if I don't like the answers, and peer pressure is good. Peer pressure is good. Peer pressure works.